For decades, if things get a little tough around Tucson, only 2 words are necessary. Bear down. And that's what the Arizona Wildcats hope to do in front of their homestanding fans today. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Ole Miss offense will get the first possession of the game. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And they got him for the sack. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Dart. Throwing right. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
But and most QBs will tell you that it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you can tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate.
The third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll try to get him on the fake. They weren't fooled for a minute. He is nowhere close to the first down, and they'll turn it over. The Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
After the missed connection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Looking for space. It's Conley. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the lone running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came down.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Fires to the wideout. Right with him to knock it away.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been... to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative.
And he muffs it. It's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs
drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Patterson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
On 3rd down, going up top. Gets rid of it. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience and bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now remember, they were stopped on 4th down earlier in the 1st quarter, but they'll try it again. Caught behind the line. It's Wells. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Headed to the end zone, and is slipped out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Caught in the backfield. It's Parrish. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're bringing heat. It has... That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air. It's Dart. Flips it out to the back. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. Third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he...
And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. And it's caught off the fake. First down. Bulldozes him. And the return team was not on high alert, and they pay for it. The fake picks up the first down.
And you don't see that very often, do you? Like 4th and 1, if I'm going to go for it, usually keep the offensive unit on there. Fooled them a little bit, though. Got the fake punt. Successful. Got the first down. Move the sticks.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parrish. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Coming after it. Smack just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Line gets set, first down. Here comes the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and the number one thing you want to do with a jet sweep is make that thing bounce, right? Don't let it get outside right now. Make that thing go east-west, not north-south. Great job by the defense being ready for that jet sweep.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. to the air on first down. Got a man, it's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete in the middle. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Looking downfield, it's Dart. Gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Trying to push their way into the end zone on third and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on fourth down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or you've got to play in your back pocket to go get you 6?
Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Give to the running back. Smashes through. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
From the gun, the ground game. Shakes off the tackler. And they'll knock him down in the backfield for a loss of yardage.
And let this be a good lesson to all young running backs out there. You just have to know when the play is over. This isn't high school football anymore. You're not going to be able to make every single guy miss, spin out of every tackle, reverse the field, and go score a touchdown.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Patterson. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That
First down.
Yeah, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
now on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he wants it all. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of running. It's too far outside from the big boys. They aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. Oh, they want the 2, and the holder tries to throw for it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Illegal touch. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for a crease. It's Conley.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to
Touchdown, Wildcats! What a grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. Oh, they want the 2, and the holder's going to try to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down 1 possession. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete.
Play on that one.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
On the move at the 30. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes. A shot toward the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Rebels!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. The fake, they flip it to the kicker. They're not going to come close to getting the 2. But it's an understatement to say they should have just kicked the thing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent...
Going deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Arizona going back to work with another first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run play action. The Wildcats will have a first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw over the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. When you're that open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make the decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake. And the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
And the Wildcats line it up with a first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Down at the 3-yard line. Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal coming up. Trying play action. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Arizona!
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And they'll stop him before he gets started. They'll lose yardage on this play.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Off play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back.
They're cornering the market on fakes. Here comes another one.
The punter is
All over him. That never had a chance in the fake blows up in their face.
Man, and you want to catch the defense sleeping, but what a great job by the defense. Staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt. They're ready for it. They make the tackle, and they stop them short.
The deep shot.
DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabs it inside the 15. Down Arizona. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going. Nice job.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell they're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Out of the gun, they'll run it in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, you get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his...
And they'll fake it again. They weren't fooled for a minute. He is nowhere close to the first down, and they'll turn it over.
I love the aggressive nature by the head coach, trying to reach into the bag of tricks on a fake punt, but the defense was expecting it. And we've got a change of possession.
Cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arizona.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have.